First question comes from Don. Don says, I have elephant ears in my garden. Do I need to dig them up and bring them in? Well, elephant ears, those great big beautiful plants like this. So what do you say? Does he need to dig them up and bring them in?
I'm too lazy to dig them up. I can buy a new ear. I can buy a new bulb in the spring for about $5. That's right. For a big one. So I'm not going to dig mine up. I'm going to leave mine in the ground, and what I'll do, they've frosted by now, so everything's froze. So they're starting to break down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go in and take my big sawzall, cut that off, kind of level to the ground, not quite level, but a couple inches above the ground. Cut that off, move that out. That's a lot of juicy limbs, a lot of water there. But you get that out, move that over, let it dry out a little bit, and then I'm throwing a bag of mulch over the top of it and going on. Is what I'm doing. But if you've got a unique elephant ear that you maybe paid a lot of money for, and you don't want the chance of it to freeze out, do the same thing. But then in a few weeks after you cut it back and it's kind of dried, pop it up out of the ground, and then you can go store it if you need to.
So I guess, as I understand it, we're kind of on the borderline of their winter hardiness. A little bit farther south, you don't have to do it at all. A little farther north, you need to pull it up out of the ground. So it really depends on our winter. If we have one of those freezing cold, -10, so winters, if they're not really mulched well, they would be at risk.
They can freeze back, and I think I have two of them in my yard. I have one on my top flower bed and one on my bottom flower bed, and I only had one bag of mulch, so I threw it over last winter, and it survived. And then the other one that I didn't cover up, I had a little bitty sprout come up, but it didn't survive the winter 2 years ago. So, but in that case, if I'd have covered that one up down below, I'd have probably survived. But the other one did fine, and I'll probably do the same thing this year. I haven't had a chance to cut it back yet. It has froze. But again, if it freezes, so be it. I'll put a new one in and go on.
Personal choice there.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can roll the dice, or you can go, I don't want to do all that work.
So just get it off there, let it dry out, and then put mulch over it or dig it up if you want. So we are at that point. Anything below about 5 to 10 degrees, anything below that, we are going to run the risk to start freezing things out. So just be aware.